All right, I'm gonna run out of room here. I think I'm probably, oh, I know what I can do. I'm gonna go through, here's your list, and I would like you to start doing like building, see how far you can get building a cladogram with these critters just from memory. Like try to put them together, see if you can figure out where things go, and then see if you can attach in the characters that define each of the groups. I'm gonna do it while you push pause and do that. Also gonna start, and I'm gonna do this myself so that you can come back and watch and see how this went. For me, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just sort of try and number these or group them. I'm going to try to group them because they're actually listed in alphabetical order, which is not helpful for putting them together in relationships. I'm going to put a mark around Luca because I know that's the only thing. In fact, I might even just start with Luca right here as my first critter. Oops. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to try to number these and like I'm going to try to organize before I go anywhere else. I'm going to throw bacteria, and I know archaeans are in this group. This is going to be the first one that I'm going to do. So I know that bacteria go first as closest related to Luca without any adaptations. And then I know that we get archaea next. And the character that we get is the histone proteins. And now I've dealt with all of those guys. Now, next up are all my eukaryotes. So I'm going to have a nucleus. And here, I'm not going to like this. I know I have to have my plants come off first. And I did not leave myself very much room for this one. So let's see let's see what I can do here. If I'm going to do my plants, I'm going to change my color. I'm going to do algae. I know those are my outgroup, my sister group. My bryophytes are plants. Angiosperms are plants. And gymnosperms are plants. And tritophytes, there they are. Okay, so watch how I'm going to put this together. We'll see if I can pull this off. We're going to do, I kind of just, I think I need to make this lower. Okay, so we're going to have algae come off first as our sister group, our out group to this whole thing. And all these guys have chlorophyll. And that's what's defining them. And then we have folks going to land. So they're making the move to land. And this is that story where we end up with mosses, bryophytes. They're like, dude, let's go. No roots though. So they go out to rocks, like they're stuck on rocks, but they have to have water. They have to stay close to water. I don't think I told you this in the lecture, but one of the things that the bryophytes did is actually create soil from the rocks, which allowed for the development of roots. So the bryophytes played an important role in that colonization process. Okay, so the bryophytes came off, and then we got the water tubes. I just got distracted because I realized we did plants second and we did fungi first, but these are the pteridophytes. Look, here's the place. Don't get lost because this is where our fungi are going to come off. So we left a space for that. What did we get next? Everybody after this point has seeds, which allowed us Pteridophytes had water tubes, so they were able to get farther away from a water source, but they still needed water to reproduce. The seeds allowed the gymnosperms and angiosperms to hang out where there wasn't water, because they had seeds to contain reproduction. They could use wind and other critters to pollinate themselves. And then our angiosperms got flowers, which just blew open the world. That says sperms. It blew open the world of pollination and teamwork with critters. Okay, now we're heading into our fungi and our animals. And so our fungus group, okay, watch. This is where I'm going to have to leave this little scene open. Again, I'm going to run out of room here, because the next thing that happens is what? We share chitin with everybody after this. And this is where we get, okay, watch out. We get the nuclearids as the sister, as the outgroup. I'm totally going to run out of room here. Then we have, I'm just going to say fungi. And I will let you, yes, this is a good plan. You go in and do better than me. Give yourself a little more room and flesh out that fungus group with the 4 fungal groups, families, whatever, that we listed in our list. But I'm just going to keep them all in one because I don't have enough room. This is a good lesson for the next time I have to draw a gigantic cladogram. But I am going to put our choanoflagellates, that says choanoflagellate, on there with animals. That says animals. Here's what I promise you. There will be a giant cladogram coming your way, like a map that shows you all of it on the same page with very small font you can imagine. Our next 2 lectures are going to flesh out this part of the cladogram, the animal part of the cladogram. But don't miss the rest of it, and don't forget to go back and do the fungi. We made it! Okay, animals are next. Bye, team!